Okay, this is Salem, Massachusetts. I'm going to drive past the Salem Witch Museum. It is 6:45 p.m. The Witch Museum closes at 7. So I'm going to drive past it and record it, but this is one of the reasons I have to come back to Boston. Let me record it because it's right there. That is the Salem Witch Museum. You can get a better view as I go around this curve, assuming I don't get hit. I think I'm good. Yeah, there we go. Salem Witch Museum. Now, I'll just record driving in Salem so I can watch my map in the corner. The tour of Boston that I scheduled for today was scheduled from 9 to 4, which is what I wanted. I didn't know what time the Salem Witch Museum closed, but I was pretty sure I would get here in time to see it if the tour ended at 4. Well, first half of the tour was really good, although I questioned the use of time a little bit, and I still have to write a review to this effect, because he took us out to Lexington and Concord, showed us the route of Paul Revere's ride, kinda. It was advertised but not pointed out, but I think we got that. And then he showed us where the shot Heard Around the World was fired and how the battle proceeded through to Concord before making its way to Boston and ending with the Battle of Bull Run, etc. Yeah, you know, and the whole ball of wax. So that part was good. He gave us 45 minutes in Lexington to walk around that I don't know was necessary, but that was indicative of the time management of the day. There were these stops of half hour to 40 minutes, which padded the day. My day kind of ended at the Louisa May Alcott Orchard House because the door jambs were small and I banged my head. Long story. Thought he was coming for me. So I didn't do a whole lot of walking after I banged my head. But we got back from Lexington and Concord about 2 o'clock when he dropped us for lunch at the place that I had lunch yesterday and said, I'll be back to get you in 90 minutes. And I was going, I don't need 90 minutes for lunch, especially when I've already been here. Then after that, he took us to the USS Constitution Museum, where he dropped us off for another 45 minutes. And I'm going, yeah, did this yesterday. Don't really need any time here. And that sounds like I'm complaining, and that's fine. But we hadn't really seen downtown Boston. What the trip was missing was the Freedom Trail. And then around, I mean, it was, he told us at the beginning of the day we're going to be done 5:30. And I was like, oh crap, I needed to be done at 4 to hit the rest of my schedule. So 5 o'clock rolls around, and he's starting to talk about making his drop-offs. And he asked, can you guys do another half hour with me? I'm going, no, I need to get on with my schedule. Now, he drives around downtown, but we still don't see most of the items on the Freedom Trail. He drove past the Boston Massacre, but he's like, see that circle on the ground? That's where the Boston Massacre was, and didn't slow down. So I tried to take a picture of it, but the windows of the bus were worse than my windows are. You'll see in the pictures. Same thing with Trinity Church. He didn't get very close to the Old North Church. I took a picture of that from a couple blocks away. Didn't see Ben Franklin's house. Didn't see the Paul Revere house. So a lot of the items on the Freedom Trail were missed. And they were the things I was specifically hoping to get out of this tour. So I've already got stuff that I need to hit. I think I'm going the wrong way. It's cool. I'm driving random roads in Salem, Massachusetts. That's worthy of a trophy. So getting out here with only 15 minutes before the Salem Witch Museum closes, I need another trip to Boston anyway. And even if I had gotten everything that I needed out of today's tour, I'd still need to schedule a trip out of here anyway. So today was a little weird. Boston gets a 2.5 out of 3 because yesterday it was 2 for 2, and today half of the day was good and half the day was kind of clustery. So 2.5 out of 3 with a need to come back to see the things I missed, walk the Freedom Trail, and come up to Salem for the Witch Museum, plus some other investigations. So I'm moving on. I'm going to bunk down. I'm going to drive for a couple hours because I believe the Ferris Bueller Lighthouse. The Forrest Gump Lighthouse is the next stop, and it's 4.5 hours away. So I'm going to drive part of that, see how far I want to go with that. Woo! He was right. And I'll find a hotel when I get tired of driving, because the lighthouse is 11 o'clock and it's almost 7 now. Yeah, and I can't see the lighthouse till tomorrow anyway. So, yeah, that was my last day in Boston. Slightly overstayed. My gut told me when lunch looked so unwieldy, just to go ahead and go and come back another time for the rest of it. Should have done that. But, you know, live and learn. I'll come back to Boston, which I was going to do anyway. Cool. Peace.